beforehand gives you time to consider all your options. But Hubbard, Reed, and Giles, Tree Lawry.
Three. Foul ball, strike one. We want to say hello to a buddy who's checked in on Twitter tonight. The owner of Roy's Barbecue down in Russellville. Yes, sir, Mr. Roy Morgan. One of our favorite eating places when we travel. Strike two called as Goodpasture with 10 strikeouts pitching to Mosley. He has retired 7 in a row. Goodpasture ready with the next. And that's a foul ball back. I could do one of Roadhog's great lines. You know, he says about Burford, if you can grow it, Burford can cut it. I have to come up with one for Roy's here in a moment. I think I got one. The 0-2. Low, 1 ball and 2 strikes. This game is brought to you by Roy's Barbecue. If you can eat it, Roy can cook it. Mighty fine. There you go. That's the best of Roadhog right there. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Goodpasture ready with the next. Got him swinging. That is strikeout number 12 for Marcus Goodpasture. 1 out in the 9th. And that gets me thinking about strikeouts in a game as Ryan Miller comes to the plate. Struck out on a wild pitch in the 6th, has flied to right and had a ground ball to the second baseman in his other at-bats. And he rifles the first pitch into the gap in left center, and that's going to be a 1-out hit. Played quickly on the hop out there by Vergara. And a single for Miller as Lowry comes to the plate 0 for 3, has flied out twice and has struck out. Well, Marcus Goodpasture has tied the record for most strikeouts in a game with 12. Sage Holderfield did it against Owensboro in July of 2018 in a 6-0 loss. Trey Fortner did it against Paducah in a 2018 win. Current Christian County baseball coach Cole Isom did it in 2013 against Marion in an 11-2 win. And Philip Manu did it against Fulton on June 22nd of 2012. How about that? Swing and a miss, strike one to the batter, Drew Lowry. Lane Dugan had 11, if you remember, 3 years ago in a game against Muhlenberg County, won 10-0. And then you had Chandler Kendall, Cam Barlow did it twice, Hunter Crosby, Shane Burns did it, Casey Queener did it. 10 strikeouts, Philip Manu, and also Justin Hagman, you remember, did it one night. So Goodpasture, a chance to set a new record for himself. Swing and a miss on the next pitch, and he's ahead in the count 0-2 to Drew Lowry. So Goodpasture going for the Baker's dozen right here. 1 out and 1 on for full count in the 9th and a 2-2 tie. Throw to first. Close play, but the runner back. The stretch by Goodpasture, the kick, the pitch. Ground ball to the left side, and that is a fair ball. Down the line at third. On his way to third is going to be Miller. He'll be held there. It's a double for Lowry, and full count with 2 on and 1 out. A chance to take the lead here in the ninth. So a double for Drew Lowry. Tim Crow is on his way to the mound, and that might be it for Goodpasture tonight. The Hoppers have had some activity in the bullpen, but I tell you what, he has pitched a tremendous game, has Goodpasture, and he will get a nice hand as he leaves. So we have a break in the action here in the top of the ninth. With a score, full count 2 and the Hoppers 2 on the Holiday Inn and Suites Convention Center scoreboard. Let's pause a moment on Hoppers Radio. The new pitcher for the Hoppers here. He's out of Indianapolis and Olney Central College. This will be his 5th appearance all out of the bullpen. No record, 11.5 ERA, 9 1/3 innings pitched. 12 hits, 13 runs, 12 earned, 11 walks, and 18 strikeouts. Teams are hitting at .300 against him. Well, just checking Game Changer now. Apparently, they did not count the strikeout wild pitch for Goodpasture. So the Game Changer stats have him with 11. And if that's even the case and they stay with that number, he ties Lane Duguid for 2nd place all time in a game with strikeouts. Tyler Franks, the hitter, has flied out twice and has struck out. Runner at third base is Miller. Lowry at second with a double. Full count 2, Hoppers 2 here in the ninth. And the first ball hit in the air to fairly deep left center field. And this ball is gone. Full count takes the 5-2 lead. On the 3-run homer by Tyler Franks. That for the Hopper pitching staff, the 14th they have served up this year. And for Franks, that's his 4th home run and RBIs, 12, 13, and 14. Junior gives up his 1st home run of the year. Ball 1 to the batter, Harrison Travis. 2 of the 3 runs are charged to Goodpasture. Here's a ball hit to short. J-Rod backhand throws to first is high, but Alani still gets the tag on him. 2 down. So Goodpasture gives up 4 of the 5 runs, and all of them are earned. 2 outs now for Cooper Holbrook, who has struck out twice and grounded the second. Donaldson, Dupes, and Alanis are due up in the bottom of the ninth for the Hoppers, by the way. First pitch is a called strike, 0-1 to Cooper Holbrook. Jenier stretches, and here it is. And that's a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs in the 9th. Franks' 3-run homer has given Full Count a 5-2 lead. It's interesting to note, it's the second home run he's hit against the Hoppers this year. He did it in the 6-1 game back on June 10th down near Nashville. Ball 2 is inside. 2 balls and a strike. Two balls, 1 strike. By the way, if you're trying to watch us on Hoppers TV, feed has gone out there. We've still got audio, though. Strike called, and the count evens 2-2 to Holbrook. Internet issues. But it just came back. Attaboy, Bruce. Deuce is wild with 2 outs in the inning, but the Hoppers are on the short end of a 5-2 score. Jenier ready with the next. And that's a foul ball back. Swing and a miss, strike 3 on a high fastball. Jenier gets a strikeout, but the Hoppers give up the gopher ball in the 9th. 3 runs on 3 hits. No errors. Nobody left for Full Count. Last call, y'all, as we go to the bottom of the 9th. On the Holiday Inn and Suites Convention Center scoreboard, your score, Full Count 5 and the Hoppers 2. Employs another pitcher. Bryson Jewell becomes the 4th of the night. He's out of Jefferson, Georgia, and Lee University. Jewell a 1.93 ERA, 1-0 on the season. This will be his 5th appearance. 4 2/3 innings pitched, 5 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned. Has walked 3, struck out 5. Teams are hitting at .294 against him, and he's not given up a home run. Drew Donaldson will lead off the ninth. He's grounded into a double play, grounded to short, and reached on an error in the 7th inning. That was the inning that was truly the backbreaker for the Hoppers, as they got the first 2 men on, and after a sacrifice by Dupes, Alanis struck out and Spear grounded out before Full Count struck for a 3-run blast in the top of the 9th And they have the 5-2 lead. Ball one. The count to Donaldson. Next pitch is hit in the air to right center. And that's going to be in for a base hit. Donaldson with the third hit in as many innings for the Hoppers. They now have 5 in the game. And here's Dupes, who's had a sacrifice, been hit by a pitch and grounded to second, so 1 official at bat for him. Thompson 1 inning, 1 run, which was earned on 1 hit. Now we'll get a conference at the mound. Thompson also struck out 2 and walked 1. Full count pitchers have struck out 10 altogether, where the Hopper pitchers have struck out a baker's dozen, but I believe that should be 13. First pitch is ball 1. One ball, no strikes, nobody out here in the ninth. 5-2, full count in front. Jewell ready with the next, and that's a strike, and the count even 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, 2 out, or no outs. The pitch in the dirt, and a good save by Miller. One and one to count with nobody out. Here's a ball hit foul, out of play. 2-2 the count. Oh, 1-2 the count to the batter Dupes. Steps out of the box and now back in. Donaldson at first base. Short lead there for Drew. Here's the pitch. And that's a strikeout of Dupes. 1 out in the ninth. Jewell with his first strikeout in the 11th of the night for a full count pitcher. Here's Alanis. One on, 1 out. Alanis at the plate. EJ takes ball 1 inside. Has been called out on strikes, struck out on a foul tip in the 5th, and fouled out to the third baseman in his first at bat back in the 2nd inning. 5-2, full count leads after a 3-run homer by Tyler Franks in the top of the ninth. Pitches a ball low. And the count now 2 balls and no strikes. Next pitch is low for a ball, and the count is 3-0. The count. The pitch, swing and a miss, 3-1. Good fastball by Jewell, and Alanis had a big cut. Now Jules set with the 3-1. Swing and a miss. Alanis was going for the downs again and came up empty, and the string is out at 3-2. Three-two pitch. Fouled first base side. Here's another foul ball by Alanis. And we're still at 3-2. Three balls, two strikes. Jewell ready to work to Alanis again. The pitch. Ball four, and the Hoppers have 2 on and 1 out. Donaldson scoots down to second. Alanis at first. And here is Will Spear. And now time is called as we'll have a conference at the mound. While that transpires, here we go. Well, it doesn't take long enough for me to get to what I need to do, but we're going to try anyway, at least for a minute. Boy, Du Bois County has opened up the lead on Madisonville. It's now 17-5 in the top of the 8th. With the Bombers still batting. First pitch is ball one. 1 ball and no strikes to Will Spear. Paducah leads Fulton 5-4 in the top of the 8th. Here's a ball hit deep in the hole. It's short. Throw to third is thrown away. Here comes a run toward home. Safe, and it's 5-3. Ending up at third will be Alanis, as Donaldson comes around to score. And the Hoppers have the tying runs on base and the winning run now at the plate in the person of Anthony Zarlingo, who came on as a pinch hitter in the 8th inning. And now we'll have a conference at the mound. Full Count will get a new pitcher here in the 9th. So Jewell makes a short visit before he heads to the showers. We'll have a break in the action in the bottom of the 9th on the Holiday Inn and Suites Convention Center scoreboard. It's now Full Count 5 and the Hoppers 3. count rhythm here in the ninth. He's out of Carson Newman University and is a native of Nashville, right-hand pitcher. There are 2 Culpeppers on this team. ERA of 9. This will be his 5th appearance. He's pitched 4 innings, 5 hits, 6 runs, 4 earned, has walked 5, struck out 7, given up a home run, and teams are hitting at .313 against Culpepper. Anthony Zarlingo came on as a pinch hitter for Sullivan in the 8th inning. Zarlingo will continue to bat left-handed against the right-hand pitcher, a switch hitter. By the way, the play for Spear, a fielder's choice, and an error on the throw by the shortstop Purnell allowed Donaldson to score to make it 5-3. No RBI on the play. So here is Z 0 for 1. Tying runs are on base. Alanis at third, Spear at first. 5-3 in the ninth. The pitch. Low for a ball. Full count with the 2-run advantage. They had just broken the tie in the top of the ninth on a 3-run homer by Tyler Franks. He was the first batter that Luke Genier faced. Here's a ball hit foul, third base side, out of play, 1-1. One ball and 1 strike. We're at 2.5 hours in this ball game. It started at 7:10. We have not heard an attendance figure tonight. It does count as a Hopper home game. Or at least that's what we were led to believe anyway. Bruce Smiley now says it is. Here's a ball hit down the line at third, and that's a fair ball. Run will score. Adonis makes it 5-4. On his way to third is going to be Spear. And Zarlingo produces a run-scoring double here in the ninth. And Z also picks up a run batted in. It's now 5-4. Ren Tachioka at the plate now. And they're going to intentionally walk Tachioka now to load the bases. Well, it's up to J-Rod, and he is certainly due. Has struck out twice, grounded out and fouled out. Spear, the tying run at third. Zarlingo, the winning run at second. Hoppers are down 5-4. They are 2-1 in 1-run games this year. Boy, wouldn't this be a way to end a 5-game losing streak if you could pull this one out of your hat, huh? The stretch now and the pitch. Ball 1 to J-Rod. 1 ball and no strikes. 5-4, full count in the bottom of the ninth. Now the stretch. Checking the pitch. Swing and a foul ball at the plate. And the count evens 1-1 to Zarlingo. Or to J-Rod, rather. Zarlingo is the winning run at second. Spear, the tying run, is at third. Tachioka at first base. He was intentionally walked. Culpepper, 5th pitcher of the night for full count. Here it is, low in the dirt. And Miller had trouble for a second finding it, but he did. 2-1 the count. 2 balls, 1 strike. What tension here in the ninth. Hoppers trail 5-4 to full count. Trying to even the season series at a game apiece. Rodriguez takes ball 2 low. Or make it ball 3 low, beg your pardon. 3 balls and 1 strike. Well, walks as good as a hit. Pass ball, wild pitch. One out here in the ninth. And Rodriguez flares one in the left, and that's a hit. Here comes one run. Here comes the second run. The throw. Save! 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 And this one goes to the Hoppers. What a way to come through as J-Rod delivers a game-winning hit. And look at these guys running from the bullpen in left field. Holy Moses, what a finish. What a finish. As Spear scores and Zarlingo score. And the Hoppers score 4 times in the ninth. And win this one by the count of 6-5 over the full count rhythm tonight here in Bowling Green, Kentucky. What a finish. And as I say, what a way to end a 5-game losing streak. In the ninth inning, Hoppers score 4 times on 1, 2 base hits. And J-Rod just got doused with ice from the dugout. And why not? The Hoppers pull one out, a walk-off in the bottom of the ninth after it looked like they were dead. When full count went up 5-2, the Hoppers win it 6-5. The happy recap from Bowling